Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with my tardy post-fight videos. This one is undercard of the Wilder Fury fight. First up, Luis Ortiz versus Travis Kauffman. And then, of course, next, as you know, is Jarrett Hurd versus Jason Welborn. First up, Luis Ortiz, he got in a nice little workout and a showcase of his skills in a 10-round knockout over Travis Kauffman. You know, I called like a first half knockout on the Jab podcast, but you know, I guess he was just in there, felt like he wanted to get in some rounds. Pretty much like I said, the level of skills are what dictated this fight, along with the power of King Kong. I was surprised, like I said, it went 10, but I think Ortiz, like I said, he just wanted more rounds on a bigger card, you know, to make fans say, hey, we need a Wilder rematch, you know. Of course, that was before the outcome of Wilder Fury, but first few rounds, I mean, pretty much all the rounds, Ortiz, he pressed the action behind a good jab, you know, keeping Kauffman moving back. He was mixing in some good body shots and going around the guard of Travis Kauffman with his right hook. And that's the thing, he's just not a one-dimensional puncher, you know. He's got power in both hands, the left and the right. And, you know, he was keeping Kauffman, every time Kauffman would go on that back foot, he was keeping him on the end of that hard left hand, man. Then Ortiz, he was able to score a few mid-round knockdowns. I thought that was going to be it, you know, with that sharp left hand. But again, man, respect for Kauffman for getting back up to take that ass whooping, man. But he was never really able to change the pace, man. He never really able to change the pace of Ortiz or land anything to get Ortiz's respect, which is what I figured, you know. Like I said, I seen, you know, quite a few of Kauffman's fights, but he's just always on that one level, you know, with the guys he's fighting. You know, he's able to beat those guys, but you know, Ortiz, he's next level, man. So, I mean, a guy like this wasn't going to crumble to Kauffman, you know. So, overall, like I said, just a good outboxing performance, you know, jabs to the head, body, just a straight-up beatdown, man. Ortiz outpunched him until he dropped him again in the 10th. Kauffman got back up, but he ate another barrage of punches, and the referee, you know, he rightfully stopped it, man. So yeah, man, I mean, good performance by Ortiz, you know, on a big card. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Ortiz's past, you know, with the being popped, but I can't knock his skill. You know, he was showing natural skill that, you know, that he's been learning and, you know, he's been learning over the years. But I think that's something, you know, he was dedicated to. Unlike, you know, him, you know, we can't never really give him full credit for some of the knockouts because, you know, when he got popped, of course. But like I said, he's definitely next level on skill. From here, I don't really think he has anything left to prove, you know, to say that he's on the tier with Wilder, AJ, and Fury. So maybe a fight with one of those guys, but I don't really see any of those guys wanting to fight him right now because, you know, Fury and Wilder are talking rematch. AJ, he's trying to get in that mix now, and he's trying to get some of that action now. So a Dillian White fight would be the next best thing, man. I still want that Dillian White fight. That was the one I called for last year, man. But it don't seem to be happening. But if AJ don't get Wilder or Fury in April, he need to share that date with Ortiz. That's all I gotta say on that. But on to Jarrett Hurd versus Jason Welborn. You know, Hurd, he apparently hasn't missed a step after his surgery. You know, he's able to get a 4th round KO over Jason Welborn. Now, it was turning into a fight, though. It was turning into a little dog fight, man. But Hurd, he looked to be feeling him out the first couple rounds, you know, trying to get a feel of Welborn. Welborn, having fought at 160, looked like he wanted to impose his strength a little bit and kind of be the bully in this fight, even though he really wasn't landing effectively. You know, had to give him that first round and part of that second. I think he won the second, too, but by the end of round 2, Hurd, he started throwing shots a little bit more, trying to get reaction out of Welborn, and he was kind of tagging him a bit. And Welborn kind of went on the back foot more. But in rounds 3 and 4, Welborn, he was trying to turn up on Hurd. You know, he was kind of bagging him up and putting him on the ropes a bit, kind of smothering Hurd and kind of landing them shots around the guard of Hurd and tagging him some. You know, he was making Hurd work a little bit. But in the middle of an exchange, you know, Welborn, he got caught with first it was a left uppercut to his stomach. And that one kind of looked like it stunned him a little bit, but he stayed in there trying to throw. And that kind of make him back up. But after a couple more combinations, you know, Hurd, he landed that right uppercut right to the body, and he just went down. Now, the uppercut did look like it kind of brushed, but it did. I think it was the left that caught him first that really set him up for that right. So the right wasn't as hard as that left when that that right hit him. It went on to put him down, and he stayed down for the full count. But it was crazy, man. I tell you, body shots do that, man. Body shots can change a fight just like that, man. Because it didn't look like he didn't want anymore. Especially like when he was giving Hurd a good fight too, man. That's why I was just like, wow, man. Shit. You know, fourth round, you want to get back up, man. Damn. But overall, just a little showcase fight for her to get back in the thick of things. But then, you know, as you know, Jamel, he got into the ring and voiced his opinion about getting the fight. You know, of course, Hurd, you know, he said he wants to fight. But I think he said something about getting another fight in there before then. You know, of course, Jamel, he has to fight Tony Harrison next. But Jarrett said something about getting another fight in, and he has the date reserved. And then Jamel's like, no, I got the date reserved, so we going to fight on the date I choose, and I'll make the call. And Hurd's like, I'll make the call. Then he was like, I'll make the call. So overall, man, like, I just want to fight. You know, I just want the Hurd Charlo fight now. And let's see Hurd get, you know, go ahead and dispose of Tony Harrison so we can get this big unification going, man. But yeah, that's what we want to see, man. We want to see next level in the junior middleweight division. Who's the best? But yeah, overall good fights on the card. I'm gonna come back with this real quick Wilder Fury talk, man. Just discussion of the fight. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the Jab Effect YouTube channel and Combo Breaker 99. And like I always say, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and SoundCloud. Subscribe to the Jab Podcast, JAB Podcast. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.